All right, locked in here. Small battlefield. C.Kaleb versus Chris. And what interaction was that right there? Actually just bouncing off of that block to start the game. This is going to be a weird one, folks. 2 times in a row, though, C.Kaleb has done a really good job of just running up to Chris, recognizing that in previous matches, Chris has been a little bit too shield happy and just sending a message right now that you cannot be comfortable in that position. I'm curious if we're going to see, not necessarily a timeout, but a super long game here. I feel like that might very well be the way that Pac-Man wins this, because at low to mid percents, yes, Chris has the ability to toss out tons of damage, but his combos are... It's easy to understand what he's going for with things like up tilt and up air. So just do not be in that position, and Hydrant can actually bail you out of those positions. So because they're so telegraphed is the word I was looking for before I just had my brain shut down entirely. Because they're so telegraphed, you can put yourself in spots where you're not necessarily intercepted by them constantly. And so far, that is exactly what we're seeing. Kaleb doing a very good job putting himself in spots where he just doesn't have to deal with that nonsense. IRLC, good to see you back.
How is it going?
Much better now that I don't have to solo commentate this one. Thank you so much.
No, come on. You don't like Steve, Pac-Man. I like both these characters. I think they're sick, and I could talk in length with them.
I'm going to shut up then.
All right, so something you might not know, but I actually was a Pac-Man main when I was a casual at this game. And I watched some YouTube videos, learn some of the tricks, so I know a lot of the angles and stuff like that.
You jumped to heights here for Kirby.
Oh, yeah. No, dude, you didn't know. I used to be a co-main with Min Min. Like, legitimately, I used to co-main Min Min and Kirby. She's the only other character I've ever played in bracket that's not Kirby.
We need an intervention, my friend.
Oh, no, my Min Min's sick. Don't worry. My Min Min plays exactly like Kirby. No, there's no Min Min here. Some of you may be happy about that. You guys are cowards. But let's talk about Pac-Man. He's going to send the apple right here. Yep, that angle is just so nasty. But yeah, honestly...
And the Z-drop and hopping
nice.
over, that's very nice.
My Pac-Man wouldn't have done that. This guy's different.
I don't think that Chris could have jumped out of minecart in that spot either.
I don't think so.
You have to, like, it's a couple frames before you can even jump out.
Yeah, and it's also Steve has very, very bad jump plan on anything, so I think that was a true confirm right there. And the fact that hit on the top as well meant that the minecart could not have blocked it for him either. That was just a perfect play. Some suspect DI on that back air, DIing a little bit too in, nearly died off the top for it. I've seen way too many people DI Steve back air like that. But also something I have commentated C.Kaleb a little bit. His side Bs are incredible. Like, have you noticed any of those thus far?
His side Bs with the...
With Pac-Man.
Okay, yeah.
He's a very aggressive side B user. I don't know how that much is going to come into this set in particular just because of how Steve works. But, yo, the geometry on that was kind of crazy. But no, he uses that move very offensively.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times. He also uses it to bail out a disadvantage pretty frequently. A lot of Pac-Mans don't want to rely on the armor.
But he chases people with it, and he loves this bell right here. And oh yeah, he's doing a little dash back, dash forth to VG. And interesting there how the forwarder sends him straight up because it combined with the bell knockback angle.
Also, he's playing very patient. I've been very impressed the way that he's approaching these neutral situations. It does feel as though he hasn't been beaten out in neutral. Chris is really struggling to get too much going here. Great air dodge to catch the fruit. Easy moment, but who gets back to center stage first? Chris. So solid pressure then in this opportunity situation.
I will say, Chris's ledge trapping is just really something to behold. He uses down smash a lot, like in conjunction with the blocks, of course, but he always just does some mix-up with it. And wow, back air from center stage will be taking that, and that lets C.Kaleb get a 3-stock to 1 lead right here in this game number 1.
Yeah, it's just he's never putting himself in positions where Chris is able to get those like 60–80% combos that Steve is known for. He's being very, very patient, reacting to what Chris is tossing out, and not allowing himself to be called out by things like up tilts and up airs.
Exactly. You could see the experience against this character right here, right now. He knows exactly where to put his hitbox and exactly how to fight the block, man. Because it feels like Chris, he's the one who has to do all the adaptation right now. All these backers are whiffing that up smash. Whoa!
What happened? I feel like I know there's a blind spot like directly at Pac-Man's wrist.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it was the water from the hydrant pushed him forward.
Yeah, guys, we finally found out how to beat Pac-Man forward smash.
Just use his hydrant against him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's it, yeah.
That'll work too.
Oh, the forward throw, not trusting the up throw to kill just yet. And yeah, that side B, I'm telling you, he used it so offensively.
And the little short hop, too, directly beforehand to make sure that you get above the stage. That is a really good option right there for a Steve who's trying to set something up.
Yeah, exactly. For those of you who don't know, Pac-Man does have super on that move the instant he eats that power pellet. So if you do want to try to intercept it, it has to be early. And in that case right there, Chris is just forced to respect it because there's nothing he could do that would throw him out of that super armor. And if it hit, as you guys saw, it was a stock. So that's probably going to be really good that happened in game 1 as well because that's going to be on Chris's mind.
Yeah.
Like he can, C.Kaleb cannot throw out that move and Chris will probably play scared of it just considering what just happened there.
Yeah, if you're going to learn something, take the data from game 1.
Exactly.
Because if you keep that in your back pocket and actually reveal that game 3, it may very well end with the set getting a nice little clip, a nice little exclamation point to finish it all off.
Yeah. I'm actually interested, do we see the Game & Watch here maybe from Chris? Because that is a very good matchup into Pac-Man, considering Game & Watch has debatably the best reflector in the game. He's thinking about it, I think. Okay, no, we already got the Steve. Yeah, I did talk to him, and he does say that he is mainly committed to Steve right now, but he does pull out Game & Watch for certain matchups. I wasn't able to catch what matchups are specifically, but maybe the yellow ball's on there, so who knows? Yeah,
I don't know. In this position, it doesn't really feel as though Game & Watch is like super, super good against characters that Steve is super, super bad at. Like, I don't know that Steve loses any matchups like -2 or -3, for instance.
Oh, yeah.
It's like we have a minor inconvenience matchup. We have a first world matchup, and I don't want to put up with that.
It's like, oh, that dirt block's about to explode.
Yeah, the little covering the TNT with the blocks is a bit of camouflage.
The landmine. Oh, we're not going to be able to get that jab into that forward and normally such a consistent combo, and Chris actually dropping a surprising amount of things. However, he doesn't drop the next thing. 103% racked up with those iron tools.
And so far, in game 1, Kaleb was able to play passively a little bit more defensively because he had that lead for so long. Now, I'm curious if Chris can double down on building walls and keeping C.Kaleb at arm's length, or if C.Kaleb is going to play a little bit more aggressive.
Exactly. Oh my god, look at the amount of materials that Chris has. He already has diamond, he has powered up minecart available, and then some, and then look at all of that iron. My goodness. We're about to see a lot of down throw side Bs and down airs. You know, yeah, it looks like the blocks are being a real thorn in C.Kaleb's side here. How do you get over them?
Great Z-drop opportunity from C.Kaleb, but Chris just not biting here. The neutral is starting to go C.Kaleb's way yet again, as Chris hasn't been able to land that powerful blow with diamond to get the kill.
Oh no! Sorry, I always just panic whenever I see a Pac-Man land a bell because that move usually just spells out your death. Oh, I'm just not going to take it.
Yeah, just has to do the forward throw and set up an edge trap situation, has the wall out. I'm curious about what you think about building that wall there.
I actually kind of like that because that would force a lot of people to do a jump get up, which you could then very easily cover with back air. But C.Kaleb, though, trusting in the neutral get up, and then Chris is ready with that down smash, and just a little bit slow. And finally, that up throw will become a kill throw here. Final destination tied with a number of stages as having the lowest ceiling in the game, so that move is extra scary here.
Yep, same ceiling as like PS2, which was renowned for having that lower ceiling, but the platform is really what helps that out. And again, C.Kaleb using the hydrant as well as a number of other projectiles to make Chris respect him at mid-distance. It always feels as though Chris wants to like, go to mid-distance and mine, but he just can't in this matchup. You have to keep your eye on the Pac-Man.
That's something unfortunate just happened for C.Kaleb. When you have Galaga and you Z-drop it, it actually hits the hydrant twice and is able to completely break it, but the blocks has gotten in the way right there, and that would have completely trapped Chris in the corner had it worked. Now having to go back to the thinking board a little bit. And there we go. I like seeing Chris scrap right here.
The trampoline interrupting that combo. We've seen Stock 1, what Chris can do in those situations. So
you just see that he hit the bonus fruit as it was charging and give him extra end line so C.Kaleb would get the punish. Also, I want to talk about how Steve forward here brought the trampoline all the way down to red. Just from blue. That's kind of a very strong move. Yeah.
Very, very strong.
It wasn't even back air, it was forward air. Uh-oh.
That Bell intercepted the minecart? Was it because it was bouncing up?
I think it just beats it outright, honestly.
That's insane.
Because if so, that is going to be a huge boon in the favor of C.Kaleb here. And yeah, good job. Just shoring up your defense, making sure no projectiles can even think about getting over them. C.Kaleb is kind of content to be in this corner, but does get the up tilt back air, diamond tools. We all know the rest.
I don't know if you should have been content to be in that corner right there, RLC. You saw him like smiling to himself and chuckling a little bit at the end of it. He got put in the bad box.
Yeah, and
the box where it's like, there's Steve, there's the projectiles, and there's a hole that the projectiles can drop into. He made a sunroof for himself to drop the anvil down into.
And he just tried to find the silver lining in that scenario, but unfortunately the silver lining is just diamond back air.
Great parry, still not getting anything out of it because Pac-Man's boxing options are good.
Oh yeah, that forward air carries. That was going to be able to launch them back into the hydrant. There should be a stock. No, not yet.
Just please jump into the down air. I'm not begging you.
All right, using that side B just to reposition a little bit. However, it's going to give Chris a lot of time to mine. And again, the funny thing about Final Destination 4 Steve is that he gets a predetermined order of all the materials he gets. So a lot of teammates do actually know that order and know exactly when they're going to get diamond, iron, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, that predetermined order happens on just about every stage. Just depends on whether or not the stage has other areas that can deviate from that. Like Hollow Bastion, you get like iron in specific spots.
Yeah, same thing with the Palace actually.
Yeah, but if you don't have a stage that has that, then it's the same pre-positioned order on every stage.
True. No, actually Town City, Smashville both give you more wood.
Yeah, the materials are different.
Yeah,
but the order is the same.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you are correct. Yes. All right, there we go. This one trying to trap Chris in the corner, but instead he just put himself between a block and a hard place.
Also, the golden up tilts.
Those are gold. I thought those were wood. Oh yeah, no, that's gold. Oh my god,
exactly.
It's so fast.
You saw why he was mashing it. We hitting the A buttons.
Kill?
Wait a minute.
Yo, honestly, Gold up tilt just reminds me of Brawl Meta Knight up air.
True.
It looks very similar.
It does, actually. Good
Already
call
as
out.
fast. Frame 2.
We just got to get a mod right there that has that the sound animation, too.
I miss that sound, though. Say what you want about Brawl Meta Knight, he had some great sound design. It felt so meaty to hit anything.
He had some great sound design that you were going to be hearing every second.
Oh, yeah, you had to get used to it. So you should be thankful he had good sound design. It was nice to listen to.
It was nice to listen to unless you weren't a Meta Knight main.
There. Oh, something I'm thankful for. Imagine if the anvil, like in this game, had the Minecraft anvil sound effect. Just that piercing, just like iron thing. That would be the most annoying thing they could have
Missed opportunity for sure.
I'm so glad. Imagine getting hit by that and hearing that noise and knowing you're dead. Like, that's got to feel awful.
I mean, you might as well inflict a little bit of mental damage to go with the physical.
I think you already do. That's the thing. But no, yeah, I do agree.
Instead, they hit you with the base boost that like deafens me ever so
Yeah,
slightly every single time.
Actually, does it have the same sound as like Ganondorf Nair or something? I think it does.
I think it does, yeah. I've noticed that a couple times. Was like the first hit of Ganondorf Nair has a similar sound effect. They just turned it up to 11 for Steve.
Mm-hmm. As with most things.
Good point. Good point. All right, so I don't think that we're going to be seeing the Meat Gunner here. Most likely sticking with the Pac-Man.
I'm so sad we didn't come to that Meat Gunner. I love Meat Gunner. Hate me, Sword Fighter, but love Meat Gunner. We are going to go right back, or we are going to Hollow Bastion here. I think we're going to be getting a complete tour of the rule set.
Yeah.
Can't eat that, Pac-Man.
So yeah, we mentioned here that basically this has different materials available in different positions. So Chris may very well find himself setting up in different spots just to get a little bit extra iron.
Exactly. Where's Nick District in the chat? He'll be able to tell us exactly where. But if I remember correctly, it is the center ring.
Yep.
Where you get more iron, which is just very, very scary in this.
Yeah, so if you have center stage control with this character, it can be very devastating.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can already see how much iron is in the inventory right now. I'm counting at least 6 right there.
The up B actually does have enough of a disjoint to beat out that down tilt with the fire from Steve. Interesting interaction in that position. A boon for Pac-Man for sure.
All right, here we go. I like how Chris has kind of started doing these like stutter step sort of block placements where there's always at least like one block placement on a different y-axis. Just that way there's like a ceiling or a floor. And it just really messes up the trajectory that C.Kaleb has been throwing out. Because I believe in game 1 he did a lot of just straight walls. And C.Kaleb was able to deal with it. Look at that. He's doing a lot more of that kind of structure now.
Now that he has the resources, yeah, for sure. With what it feels like, as well as the dirt, C.Kaleb can really, really interact with those favorably. It's just one down tilt, and it's pretty safe. We'll knock those down. In this position with those stone, it's so much harder for Pac-Man to get in.
Exactly. Yeah, look at that. It takes at least 2 F-tilts to get through just one block right there. And that means that Chris has all the time when you go to punish whatever he does, because you do get a tiny bit of hit stun for hitting those blocks. Oh, wow. That Hydra got sent at a straight 45-degree, basically, from that down smash.
Good neutral air as well by C.Kaleb to keep the pressure up, but
This might be it.
got hit with the Kidnapper, just couldn't get the blow. Very good match from Kaleb, too.
All right, Bell is on deck, meaning that this can turn into his game in an instant. However, he does kind of throw it away right there. Hydra is only one hit away from being turned into a projectile, and there it is. Uh-oh. That should be it, right? Yeah.
Plenty of time to just walk across the stage leisurely and set up the back air in that spot.
There was not a care in the world on the side of Chris. I think that jab would have sent to the Bell, so that was a very smart option from C.Kaleb.
I love that up B, too, just to get the heck out of dodge.
Yeah. And just add another hazard that Chris has to deal with. Here we go. You have back air 1 into the up air, into another up air, into a forward air. 71% after that late minecart as well. This has suddenly become a huge deficit for C.Kaleb to get through.
Yeah, the landing up airs, it just feels like whenever Steve hits that, the damage from those combos continues to climb.
That was insane. Steve actually kept himself above Pac-Man's down air with his own down air. Yeah, yep, that's exactly why he does that well, because you want to jump over and then a Steve back air just to wait.
And C.Kaleb just reels back in his chair the entire way and takes a moment to like tap his head. It's like, you gotta think, you gotta think.
Exactly.
Shouldn't have been hit by that.
No, you gotta recuperate after that one.
3 stocks here for Chris. As so far, the neutral has just been so much in his favor. It feels as though this is a complete reversal from game 1.
Oh yeah. There we go. And once again, the Hydra working against C.Kaleb, not letting him get that Bell confirmed. And he needs anything to take the stock right now. And well, that was part of anything right there.
Yeah, you talked about the aggressive side Bs from C.Kaleb, and that is just an unorthodox option that Chris was not ready for.
There we go. Look at that iron block doing so much defensive work right there. Great catch again by Chris. I don't know if these are intentional, but if they are, I am very impressed.
That air dodge was a little bit errant, and he very nearly paid quite a bit for it instead. A little bit too slow on the draw with C.Kaleb with that charge forward smash.
If he gets one really good bell hit, nevertheless, this is even. Oh, and there goes Galaga.
dropping the anvil yet again, just trying to get something to connect here, but it feels as though the anvil has been the one tool that I've been impressed by C.Kaleb dodging. Have you noticed that? It feels as though he's not really getting hit by anvil too much at all.
No, but that back air needs a little bit more work. He unfortunately has been hit by a lot of those. I mean, hey, maybe the reason why he doesn't get hit by anvil because that down B is very similar to it, and wow. My brain just froze after seeing back air again, sorry.
More back airs.
PTSD.
When in doubt, hit the nice back air.
Oh, yes. No, all reliable. And Chris is the first seed here, so far, things are going as projected. C.Kaleb, though, what seed was he? Because I don't think he was seeded to make top winners finals at all.
No, he should have been. He should have been the number 2 seed, if not the number 1 seed.
Really? I think, well, no, Toho for sure was the number 2 seed.
Really? That's interesting.
And then I think it might have been him and then Igloo.
That is impressive.
Yeah, you know, let's actually check that start.gg.
Please do. Quick. Yeah, that's one of those where I could have sworn, like, C.Kaleb, I could have a conversation with Sunfish. We got to respect this man. This man is very good.
I was unfamiliar with this game. I was talking with him on comm. I was like, oh, I'm so happy to see a new face here. And then, like, no, he's
been around
good.
before. He's I don't want to say he's one of the old hats, but he's just one of those folks that shows up occasionally.
Got it.
What do we have, 3 seed?
3 seed, yep, exactly. So, hey, I was unfamiliar with the game, sir.
Yeah, I would have given him 1 or 2. Like, Chris has been making wins consistently at Xanadu.
Yeah.
C.Kaleb has been getting wins consistently in, like, Tri-State.
Oh, there's a lot more history there. I like it. I just realized I lost to the 2nd and 4th seed for 9th.
Ouch.
It happens.
That is difficult.
No, it was fun. Either way, I had a great time, and I think these guys are both enjoying it. Like, this does look like a very annoying matchup for both players involved, but I feel like at the end of the day, it's still fun. I'm having fun with it.
Yeah, that's the problem, is like in these games with some of these characters that feel a little bit tilting, you have to just like roll with it. You cannot allow yourself to get tilted because you get hit by like a ridiculous Steve setup. No,
my advice to anybody is try to have fun with the game. That's really going to make you want to improve a lot more, and then you will.
That is the reason why I switched to King K rule.
Well
because
said.
It's like I'm gonna tilt playing my high tier. Give me the low tier life.
There you go. And wow, 80%. Well, sometimes the high tier life looks pretty good after I just saw that combo, but yeah.
Exactly. Sometimes
the grass is green on the other side of us low tier mains, but
it's like I'll deal with the tilts if I can deal 90 in one string now.
True.
My sanity is worth, like, it has its price.
Yeah.
I'll trade that in eventually.
I do think low tier mains get anger a bit easier, but nah, it's fine. All right, either way though, answering back with his own Galaga combo, I do think that something I did notice, C.Kaleb goes for that Galaga side B thing, like off the top a lot on PS2 specifically. And maybe it's because he finds more setups to do it on this stage, or maybe it just hits easier, but he goes for it I think
he was going for it right there. Yeah, exactly. The double jump away. He's like, please air dodge. I need to get this kill.
He was so ready for the Galaga to get the second hit right into his loving arms, which I just love to see as a Pac-Man player, or a Pac-Man, former Pac-Man main, you know?
Yeah, so you understand like the filthy thoughts that are going through these players' heads.
Oh, that should be not a stock just yet. Upper will be cutting a little bit earlier on this stage, of course, due to that lower ceiling. But again, his Pac-Man upper is not the strongest move in the world.
And the double jump yet again. I love Caleb's willingness to bail out. He isn't very greedy with his approaches. He'll toss out an item, and then he'll just say, like, listen, I don't need to press.
I think he could have been a big greedier there. He just lets Chris get as many resources as he wanted and then approach with all of these newfound goodies. Oh, but the key actually getting boosted by the hydrant and hitting all the way up. Did you see that?
I did. That was
a cool
tricksy.
angle.
Very tricksy.
And oh my god, speaking of tricksy, we got more of this really weird geometry happening right here. And I love Enderman just looking at the trampoline and wow, back air after that anvil so much percent.
I think you're correct here. Like, it feels as though C.Kaleb had this match, like, not quite in hand, but he had a very solid lead, and then he just did nothing while Chris mined 1 million resources, and he paid for it quite a bit, 60%, when that stock was gone.
And once again, those little stairs posing such a thorn with the platform acting as a ceiling. Pac-Man now kind of trapped below Steve. This is not where you want to be. Where is he going?
Just a jab, so not too much of a super, super hard punish there from Pac.
Yeah, just a little 1, 2, 3. You know, so I don't want to punish you too hard for that miss input. I know it's miss input. It's fine. Oh, but yeah, look at how hard it is for the stone box to be broken. Oh, that should be
And he expends the bell for nothing, too.
All right, Melon is out. Does get the regrab. Chris, though, having to respect it. And now a lot of damage being racked up for C.Kaleb. Backing off once again. Bell in hand. Chris is burning these air dodges very early.
Yeah, he is terrified in these positions. Yep, the shot and the forward smash. Nice trick from C.Kaleb. You recognize that anytime the hydrant's off screen.
Oh, he barely missed that. It wouldn't have killed, but still, that was really great awareness. But yeah. No, his hydrant bell synergy has always been crazy. Alright. Oh no, he's going to choose to do the F-tilt angle for it. And now Apple is on hand. I do believe he can get a kill with that pretty soon. Does choose to burn it, but I think we're going to go back to looking for a bell confirm.
Yeah, in this position, it feels like that may very well be the answer. Uses the melon to just force him in shield. I'm digging it.
Yeah, Chris is shielding a lot of these fruits right here. And yep, look at that angle. That stopped the mine, or stopped the craft at least.
It stopped the mine and did not stop that, though. It feels as though Chris is now going back to that defensive game plan, and yet again, C.Kaleb unwilling to pressure.
Okay, so what he was trying to do right there, C.Kaleb, he was trying to shield so that way the water gets put over his head and throw the bell. So that way when he throws it at the newly heightened water, it actually gets a steeper angle.
I don't like that. I don't like that you know that either.
I saw him. I saw the gears turning and C.Kaleb said it. I was like, wait, I know what you're going for because Pac-Man's. Oh wow, that should kill. No, wow, great DI from C.Kaleb. But yeah, if you ever see a Pac-Man throw the melon up next to a hydrant, do not jump. Because he's going to shield and that water's going to push that melon up and it's going to hit you in your jump.
Recycling the apple now to bring the melon back out.
That's compost, though.
I mean, he has the percentage lead at this point.
Oh, where are they? Okay, they're just way down in the stands. Oh, this should... Oh, I thought it was for sure that was going to be a stock. The down B off the top.
The block of the down B, too.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I've seen that one kill.
Exactly. That's a Steve move right there. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Unironically, it looks like Anvil.
Did he get the footstool? Oh. I thought he just got a really cheesy footstool on Chris right there, which would have been an amazing way to go into a game number 5. Instead, he just delivers himself right to that anvil.
That was 100% where Kaleb was cooking something, but he didn't stop to think about what Chris was doing. Chris was sitting there with an anvil. It's like, eventually, this is going to get you.
No, that anvil stayed like static for a solid like 1 second too. It hit something, it hit the hydrant, and then it hit Chris. Or, I mean, C.Kaleb.
I think it hit the fruit too, yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what it was. All right, anyway, we're back to a pretty even game, especially considering that Diamond is on deck. We've seen just how explosive and damage-doing the combos that Chris can land are. Though maybe you don't even need a combo. Maybe you just need a couple of back airs because I think that's what he's looking for. Uh-oh.
Good jump away, though, not expending any additional resources in that position. Are we going to just recycle the fruit and then allow Chris to mine? Yeah, if I'm Chris, I'm building as many walls as possible. There's a minute and 40 seconds left. It feels like C.Kaleb has to be the one to press.
Oh, yeah. Like, he is in the percent deficit no matter how shallow it is, as in 2%. He still has to approach at the end of the day. And it seems like they both know that. Chris is actually going in with that minecart, getting a huge man grab into that forward air. C.Kaleb going up high, but the more of that timer you bleed, man, the scarier it becomes for you.
I feel like you can just waste so much time by doing these 2 block thick walls. Like, you're burning 30 seconds right here, just about.
Yeah, he's even at that spot where he has too much. He doesn't have any inventory space left. Oh, what was that water boost he was going for?
Refreshes his tool so that he can keep mining without issue. But now the percentage has been flipped.
Oh, that does just beat, or not beat Mario Kart, it just destroys it, which is so good for Pac-Man.
Is it just me, does Chris keep the momentum boost, though? Because he feels like he's still getting launched forward. Yeah. So now it's C.Kaleb in the 11th hour that has a very commanding lead. Gets the bell, gets the back air, and no timer needed.
We're going to game number 5.
Exactly.
Wait, exactly. How much? We're 45 seconds left on that clock right there. Both players were probably very conscious of that and were ready at a moment's notice to play for that clock. But C.Kaleb seeing the light and seeing that backer after that bell, getting a beautiful stock, and now we move on to a decisive game number 5 to see who sits pretty in Winterside Grands.
Yeah, if I had to bet, this is the time, if I'm C.Kaleb, where I'm pulling out all the nonsense. All of the Pac-Man shenanigans.
Oh, yeah, that's what you mean. All right. Let's actually take a quick look at the losers bracket here. I want to see how that's going. Let's see, who got 7th? He had 24 Hedgehog, Great Banjo Man getting 7th, along with Fader. Wow, Igloo beating Fader, and then he will fight Toa, which is probably going to be our next stream match.
Impressive.
Dude, Likey Ninja beat Toa. I beat Likey Ninja round 1, and he's in losers semis now. That's insane. Great job to him. All right, but that's the future we got to talk about now.
Exactly. This is a game with a lot on the line right here with a couple of killers in losers bracket. I would not be surprised if either one of these folks heads to the losers bracket and then does not make an appearance in Grands. You definitely do not want to go ahead and force yourself to play several more of the best players in our region here. We want to go ahead and punch our ticket on the winner side immediately.
Yeah, you have 2 paths. You win and then wait a tiny bit, get to relax, kick your feet up, or you have to slog through what is looking like a devil of a losers bracket, taking all the heavy hitters down there. And so far, we are over 30 seconds in, not a single scratch on either of our contestants.
Yeah, they are throwing nonsense, but not hands.
True. Oh, great catch again from Chris. He's so good at doing that and getting the double hit on the with the Galaga on the hydrant.
Does Galaga actually just deal 11% just continuously?
Oh, yeah.
That's messed up.
And it hits twice usually.
I didn't realize that it's like there's no weak hitbox on it because that looked like the end of the animation and it still did 11. I'm just like, no weak hitbox? Okay.
No, that's why Pac-Man Galaga combos do so much damage. You get hit by 1, you're like, oh, I'm at 60. How did this happen? I don't remember that. Oh my god, we still only have 10% over a minute in. They both know what's on the line right here. They were playing so cautious, but the double forward here, most damage we've seen in a while.
Time him out. You got the lead.
Exactly. Honestly, now's the time. I think a Game 5 timeout is going to be sick, is all I'm saying. Oh my god.
Just joining the hydrant as well, so Chris being very judicious about replacing his tools too. I'm really digging that. Instead of allowing like the stone pickaxe to just get chipped away, anytime you have a spare moment, refresh it so that you always have that back air available, because that appears to have been the tool that you need to secure these stocks.
Dude, I'm just watching Chris build Stonehenge right now. Like, just across the entirety of PS2, I've just been seeing stone blocks being erected. All right, but now, yeah, this is looking like C.Kaleb just has forgotten how to deal with the blocks entirely. Like, he keeps throwing his fluid, he keeps, like, doing tilts on it, but again, look at just how much he's letting Chris mine. Look at how much Chris has gone off of it. 70%, 86 now, nearly getting a back air that might have even been the stock with bad DI.
And any time C.Kaleb is trying to go ahead and recharge the fruit, Chris will do this. He'll build a wall, and then either he has the ability to tech off of that, or he'll build a house, and then he can just build more resources.
Sorry, why did that Galaga do a 180 in the air? Did you see that?
I don't know what angle that was.
Yeah, I think there was a little man in that Galaga, a little pilot, who just directly tried to attack Chris there.
Intercept.
True. Oh, that might be a stock? No.
Great double jump away by C.Kaleb, just recognizing the defensive options are necessary, but cannot escape the minecart. And C.Kaleb starting to talk to himself a little bit. Anytime that happens, I feel as though the player is either gassing themselves up or just saying, I'm a few choice words that I cannot repeat.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, sometimes those choice words, that's the way you snipe yourself back into the game here. I like that fruit cancel into the grab, but this is now looking like a very, very solid lead for Chris, especially when the pace has been this slow and this, like, you know, any mistake gets exploited. C.Kaleb needs to play perfectly, legitimately.
It is a very pensive pace to start this game.
Exactly, very thoughtful.
So you need to consider every option in neutral, because if you guess wrong, you're going to get hit with his back air. That's really been the difference. That C.Kaleb has to jump over the blocks, and he has no disjoints to challenge Steve back air.
Oh, that's looking very suspect, getting ping-ponged around a lot, but no down air, while the down air still there. He needs this bell. All right, that's not going to kill.
No, but definitely not. Look at all of the iron reserves for days. We can minecart out of the corner innumerable times.
Yeah, no, he's actually just, dude, the infrastructure on PS2 is getting a full remake right here. All right, he's gonna stick with that bell. That should be a stock, but the minecart still active and with momentum and able to stop that stock from happening.
C.Kaleb, he's still talking.
Yeah.
After that, he just had more than a few choice words right there. He was very unhappy about that interaction, and I understand why. I had no idea what the heck happened.
I know. Oh, still alive. We are almost halfway. We are actually more than halfway through. Finally, no, still the key doesn't kill. CKO is just as shocked as I am. Or C.Kaleb.
And Chris just, we'll keep building.
Dude, I feel bad for Chris's thumb. He's been holding down that B button for a long time. Uh-oh. This is so bad.
What are you doing this
Look at it,
he
just built himself a house. Oh my god, yeah, okay, there we go. Finally gonna be throwing away that bell, but that just wasted so much time. 2 minutes and 37 seconds left. We still haven't seen C.Kaleb take the stock, finally, but now he's just at so much risk of losing his stock early.
I genuinely don't think that Chris is going to be, like, Chris can take 2 of C.Kaleb stocks. I don't think C.Kaleb can take 2 of Chris stocks in 2 minutes.
I know, right? But maybe he doesn't have to. Maybe this stock could be the last one we see. He just needs to get Chris above what he is right now. A tall order still, but it's also an option.
He's just Z-dropping. He's going for the limited options right here in the corner. He's not really committing to anything whatsoever. He recognizes that anytime he tosses out any kind of a hitbox, he is intercepted by that back air.
All right. So once again, we are now at 2 minutes on the clock. Second stock for both players, but C.Kaleb is at such a high percent that Steve back air will certainly do it. Steve minecart will certainly do it. Steve down air, he has to play so careful. I do not envy either of these players' positions personally, but oh my god, for C.Kaleb, this must be so stressful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty envious of Chris right here with almost 100% lead, a full bar full of resources. You know the vibes, IRLC.
Oh, true, yeah. Vibes are, in fact, imminent and right. Yeah, we've been seeing the vibes, because I just think Chris go left side, right side, and wow, no tech on the down throw into the key.
Yeah, that cost him quite a bit of percentage right there.
Yeah, literally every single nick of percent matters here. Speaking of high nick district. Oh! Wait. Uh-oh.
This is starting to get a little bit testy, though.
Exactly. This is actually coming down to the wire. If one of them takes a stock, they win.
Agreed. 100%. If Chris takes a stock, it is a foregone conclusion. C.Kaleb will not be able to catch him. On the other side, if C.Kaleb can get any kind of a percentage lead.
Oh my god, he needed to live that. All right, 56 seconds now. I don't know if you can avoid to be doing these really long-winded recoveries. Does get a bell hit, that is more percent, but you're still down about 35.
If I'm Chris, I'm building the Great Wall of China right here.
Yeah, no, exactly. I don't want to interact with anything. Pretend it's 2020 again, man. Just quarantine yourself. All right, looks like he's doing... Okay, 123 now. We are only about 20%. Oh, good. Fall damage sound effect from Minecraft. Oh. Wait. Oh my god. Okay.
He jumps out of the chair.
Up.
He knows.
He's getting the hits
He knows
in.
that he's in a perfect position right here. Now, Chris, 26 seconds left. He has to go ahead and get some kind of a hit
He's still
here.
so afraid of the bell, though. I can't even talk. That Nair somehow being that back here. This is so scary. Chris just needs a back air or anything like that. We're at 15 seconds left on the clock.
I think this Pac-Man can stall this at 10.
Oh, easily. But he gets hit. Is that going to be a stock?
It
No,
is.
he died.
He couldn't
With
mash
5
out.
seconds. Does he get the stock and bring it to a sudden death? He does. Oh my god. Wait, 4 seconds. This is going to a sudden death. Okay, wait, what happens now? I've never seen this.
Sudden death situation,
Wait.
Game 5. You know what that means. We're headed to Game 6.
I'm so down. Wait, do we just get a... I think it's just last... We just do a one-stock game
It is a
now.
one-stock playoff situation right here.
Oh my god, dude, how did everything go wrong at the end there? First of all, the SD and then the immediate apple snipe.
I mean, to be honest, that was 100% a unforced error from Chris. All he needed to do was to go to the corner and
hold shield.
build.
Oh,
Go
that's
off
true,
stage
yeah.
and build.
Yep.
Like, there were so many situations where all you need to do is put a ceiling, put a wall, make yourself some real estate, my friend, and you would have had the investment necessary to secure that game.
Exactly. He had that analysis paralysis, man. There were so many options that could have won you. You unfortunately couldn't pick the right one. And now that means that we get this exciting one-stock game here, looking like Elite Smash with those jerks who do that rule set. Anyways. It's always a Pikachu main. It's always weird. But anyway.
True, actually, it is. Pikachu main's trying to time you out.
Yeah, exactly. With one stock, it's like, okay, cool.
So it has been a minute and a half since I've had to cast a Game 6.
Oh, that's so cool, though.
That it is 3 minutes on the clock, too, so I don't think we'll be seeing a timeout. Though if Chris continues that pace,
Yeah,
maybe.
It would be so funny to me if they do another timeout here for last stock. That would be so hilarious.
We're going to have like a 30-minute VOD
I know,
for
right?
and only 6 games.
Yeah, I could put this VOD on my resume. Like,
That's
if
it.
If this goes to another timeout. All right, let's get right into it. Did he always rock the blue sleeve, Pac-Man?
I'm not sure.
Or is that maybe the Game 6 Pac-Man that he's bringing out here? All right, here we go. 3 minutes on the clock. Already starting off very similar. Wow, that Hydra was playing Dig Dug right there, just going through all the dirt.
Yeah, the dirt is not good in this matchup. Hydra just really eliminates that super quick, and the wood's not much better really either. Like, look at this. C.Kaleb has the mentality swap. He understands that via Z-drops and hydrants, he can destroy these blocks relatively risk-free. He doesn't get too much out of it, but he just forces Chris to continue to mine, continue to build.
Oh, yes, but so he is letting a lot of mining happening. Great job getting that forward back to the Gallon. 63%. That's already more than half of Chris's life.
That is a Steve-esque combo right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Chris is getting hit by everything right now. This is looking so good for our number 3 seed. However, he tried to up me out of it. What is happening?
It was the melon. It actually slowed everything down in that position.
And oh, my God. That looked like it hurt for Pac-Man. He just tried to chomp on stone.
Yeah, gonna chip a teeth right there.
The percents are looking slightly more even, only down about 35 here for Chris. If he gets Diamond, which he does in fact have, I didn't even realize. Oh, you can see, yeah, he just needs to get as many materials as possible.
Yeah, at 95, you're in the position where just get Diamond. Just get Diamond tools and kill him at 50.
Oh, that might be it. That's gonna do it. All right, C.Kaleb getting a comfy spot in winner's side grand finals after what I can only say was the most unique Game 5 I've ever seen. I was not ready for that.
Really, the adaptation from C.Kaleb was perfect. It felt like last stock of Game 5, he realized that the way that I have to approach this is using the hydrant from above and then Z-dropping fruit. Yes, I'm not going to do that much damage, but I'm chipping away at the walls, I'm chipping away at the resources. It took him a full almost minute and a half to get to the point where Chris no longer had the resources necessary to get those walls and those roofs up easily.
Exactly. And again, that's also all off that amazing clutch with the apple that he got at the end of game number 5. If he didn't hit that, if he didn't do that move perfectly, he would have been sent down to the losers bracket.
So now I'm actually going to hop off. I'm going to give you and AB a couple sets.
All right.
And then I might come back a little bit later. We'll see.
Sounds good, man. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure. See you later. All right. I hope you guys did enjoy that. If further you said that was boring, come on. That Game 5 got everybody a little bit shaky. That was kind of cool. All right, yeah, now they're just currently fixing that rule set yet again, but we are going to be getting Toho versus Laggy Ninja, and I'm very excited for this. Let's set up Kirby right here. Maybe even give him a little bit of a headset while we wait for my other co-commentator here. I think it is going to be African Batman, but might as well just give it to Kirby here. But yeah, super impressed with Lightning Ninja right now because he's playing well. He was playing well during our set, but again, round 1 he was knocked out of losers or out of winners bracket by